and get this set up here. Would love to see how it does. Might suffer against control by adding another Chandra. Yeah, no, it's definitely something you could tweak to fit the metagame if you wanted to, for sure. All right, so I've been playing mono red aggro in Pioneer, and I kind of like the way that it feels. Now we're switching gears to mono red aggro in Historic. This is something that I've just been kind of like messing around with and trying. It's very similar to the, excuse me, to the mono red list we've been playing in Pioneer. Hazoret's a good card. I really like it. We're running 22 lands with 3 Den of the Bugbears, and 4 Ramonap Ruins. Sideboard's pretty just stock stuff. 3 Magma Spray, 3 Abrade, 3 Lava Coil, 3 Rolling Vortex, and then an interesting one and 3 Lightning Mare. It's kind of something I just kind of like for those random blue decks that seem to help out when we need it. So we're just gonna go ahead and traditional historic ranked. Red deck wins historic. If I had a subscription account or on MTGO, I'd do it, but can't float that cost. No, I completely get it. It's not something that everybody can swing around. I use one of those rental services that I really like. That's been really good to me. So that's kind of where I come in at. If I didn't stream as much as I did, I probably wouldn't use it, honestly. But using Mana Traders has been pretty awesome. I've enjoyed it. Had it for over 3 years now. So play first. We'll try this. Needed a few land drops here, but that's okay. Kill that. Run out the adversary here, try to get a clock going. I really like Bloodthirsty Adversary. I've been wondering if this is hate not hitting a land there. I've really been wondering if trying to fit Bloodthirsty Adversary into Pioneer would be good. If you like red, I think my red devotion deck would blow your mind. Hey, I'm in for that. I don't think I've ever really played mono red devotion, but I'd be in to try it for sure. I do like red. Red is like my favorite color, or not combination, but it's my favorite color. I enjoy playing like these like red aggressive style strategies. Hmm. Missing on lands here is a little tough, but I feel like my opponent's got like something to flash in here, but Spectral Sailor? Okay. Oh, so this is just mono blue tempo. I really like this deck too. If we can get the beat down on and continue. Alright, and our opponent concedes. That's interesting. Yeah, so this is can't be countered, can't be blocked by blue creatures. Seems pretty good. Magma Spray, Abrade, Lava Coil. We want all the removal we can have here. A lot of their stuff is flying. Hazoret will never cut it. We'll go down to 21 lands. And then we can try it like that. It's basically chunky red main, but plays 4 wish effects to get your powerful cards and combo in. All right, let's see here. I'm curious to see what this is. I like Ash Zealot, Burning Tree Emissary, Eidolon, Torbrin, Chain Whirler, Boros Reckoner, Goblin Dark Dwellers. That's interesting. I like that. Play with Fire, Torch, Mizium Mortars, Wish, Leyline of Combustion in the main. I kind of like that, I won't lie. Where... Is there a way to view the sideboard? Oh, there it is. I think we're going to mulligan this. This hand is a lot better. We'll put the Wizard's Lightning on the bottom. No, do not send me notifications, please. Two Fanatic of Mogus, one Stormbreath Dragon, one Acolyte of Flame, one Awakened Inferno, one Shatter Skull Smashing, two Anger, one Star of Extinction, two Grafdigger's Cage, one Sphere, one Curse of Shaken Faith. Just keep making our land drops and saying go here. It looks pretty sweet. I like that you can... Oh, excuse me. I like that you have the ability to wish from card, like really like different options and powerful options. I based it off mono green planeswalkers. When they printed wish in red, I figured why not. No, yeah, for sure. Dark Dwellers let you play your wish effects again. Oh yeah, that's really good. I hadn't even considered that, honestly. We'll play our Lava Runner. There's no reason not to. Like, go ahead and run something out here. And then we're just going to say go. Like, we have 6 removal spells in our hand, as is Acolyte. Yeah, Acolyte of Flame giving you the ability to... Acolyte of Flame giving you the ability to... Alright, let's force you to use a counterspell now. Giving, like, that and Dark Dwellers giving you the, like, Snapcaster Mage, like, effect is really good. Turn 0 Leyline is super powerful, gives you lots of early red for Nykthos. That's true, I didn't think about that. Okay. Hopefully I don't have a Spell Pierce here. Leaves it on top. Magma Spray. And then they concede? Alright, our opponent was conceding very early there, in my opinion. I don't know, that one felt pretty aggressive to be conceding right there. So, well, we started in gold because we finished in plat last season, or we finished in diamond last season. There's some stupid cards you could add in the wish board, like Possibility Storm. Yeah, it seems like having wish like gives you the ability to like kind of like make some interesting like sideboard decisions if you wanted to, and just kind of like I don't know, like having wish is really good just to like add cards to your sideboard. Leyline makes a turn 1 Thoughtseize against you into 4 damage, 6 if they shock in. Yeah, I played Leyline and Combustion in the sideboard of Mono Red Incinerator in Modern for a little bit. I really like Leyline. Like, I've never played Leyline in the main is where my skepticism comes from. But off the top of my head, like, I really like the idea of playing Leyline. Soulscar Mage and Goblin Chain Whirler against a Stomping Ground deck's more than likely going to be awesome. Don't know that for sure, but more than likely. They get a mountain. That sucks. Attack in. I was like, there's no way that they're dumb enough to block here. And if they are, cool. Also, Inferno if Star mounts would be fun. Inferno of the Star mounts. Oh, okay, gotcha. Alright, we're going to go to 14 here and get the Chain Whirler down. Kind of wish we had the Soulscar Mage to do it with, but it's okay. Chain Whirler blocks pretty well. Gonna attack in, see what they do here. Imagine they're just taking 3. Don't really see a reason for them to do that. Eating their Llanowar Elves is solid. The fact that our opponent mulliganed as much as they did, like, really just pans out for us. Just gonna get aggressive here. Our opponent's at 5, and then next turn we have Den. This feels like the game's over here. Like you have to put something in front of. Yeah, they're just dead. I didn't even count, but maths for blockers. I know the Boros Reckoner combo, right? Is the Boros Reckoner combo getting the sideboard Star of Extinction and killing your opponent with Star of Extinction because it deals 20 damage to everything? Is that the combo you're talking about? Magma Spray, Abrade, Lava Coil. Pyromancer. Like all the removal, like all the top end Hazoret's great in this matchup. Want to leave some number of adversary in because it does snapback spells. Try it that way and see what happens. Star of Extinction is 20 damage to all creatures and Reckoners redirects it to your opponent. Yeah, that's what I thought you were talking about. That feels pretty sweet. Like that would be pretty cool to like actually do to somebody. It feels a little bit like a pipe dream, honestly. But you know, definitely feasible. Like it could be done. It just feels a little bit like a pie in the sky kind of thing. So kill one of their pelt collectors. I hate to waste a lava coil that early in the match here, just in the game, just because lava coil will need to deal with like I don't know, like anything 4 or greater, honestly. We're gonna say go here because we have Wizard's Lightning, the Pelt Collector at the ready, and then the following turn, depending on what they do, we have Wizard's Lightning and Magma Spray at ready. So the fact that our opponent didn't shock in the land means good things for us. Means that they couldn't play Embercleave that turn, so we had nothing to play around there. Not that Embercleave would have gotten them out of that, but it does also. This collected company here. Get down Hazoret and just gonna hold up Magma Spray here. I figured our opponent had a collected company there, just the way the game had been going. They must just be flooding out pretty hard here. We're gonna stomp you and play a Bone Crusher Giant just because we need to get a clock going here. Hazoret's probably not going to be able to attack for quite some time. Alright, so we attack for 4 here. Our opponent goes to 14. Yeah, they're just going to hit us with the Ramunap Ruins, which is like fine. Like if that's their plan here against us, then I don't really care. If they don't do anything, we're going to Wizard's Lightning them. Alright. Auto pay, Wizard's Lightning. Yes, target my Hazoret. Attack you for an absurd amount. Alright, I guess our opponent just like flooded like crazy there. I don't know what else could have happened in that spot. It feels like that had to be about the only option there. End of the third, Boston 103, Chicago 89. Chicago did not come to play tonight, boys. Have to say that. Alright, I don't really know what that is, but I don't really read most of these cards if I'm being honest. Like, I don't really care what they do. Most of the time they're irrelevant, so. Most of the time they're irrelevant to me. 8 rares and 14 mythics. The sad part is you stock up these rare and like mythic cards. Well, not really the mythic cards. I don't really ever run out of mythic cards, but you stock up these rare cards just to dump them on one deck. It's kind of frustrating, honestly. Of course, I kind of get the feeling that that's a very commonly complained about things amongst Arena, is the economy and how it works and how people don't like it. I know that I personally don't like it at all. Like, I think the economy is terrible. Like, I've just come to this point in my life where I'm like, okay, like, I don't know, like, if I want to pay money for magic cards, give me magic cards for money. Like, that's how this works. So, I don't know. Human. Okay. Well, I'll actually have to deal with that thing because I can't just Chain Whirler it away. So we'll attack for 4, and then I'll hold up Wizard's Lightning and see what happens here. Thalia is what I see. Well, Thalia is not really a problem, but Thalia would feel like the worst case scenario. All right, kill that thing. Play Bone Crusher Giant. It does hit for more than Chain Whirler. While Chain Whirler does attack and block better because of its first strike ability. Okay. Could really care less about that because we're just going to sweep up the board with a Chain Whirler here and just get in the bread zone. Not going to lie, imagine there's a concession inbound here, unless our opponent has Collected Company into like double Skyclave Apparition. A non-creature on land. Get wrecked. Alright. Well, thanks for playing. Not that it matters, I could have just attacked, but might as well go for the flawless victory here. Magma Spray, Abrade, Lava Coil. Got a Lava Runner, say go. Adversary does snap stuff back, but it's also 5 mana to snap anything back, so feels a little slow side, a little on the slow side. It's also kind of bad against Thalia, so I think I'd rather just have Lava Runner. I'd rather have more options to turn on Wizard's Lightning than I would have a chance at 5 mana to snap back a removal spell. We'll try this, see what happens. Okay. Werewolf Pack Leader. That thing's a human? Interesting. Okay. That's actually a little tough because it means it's going to cost us 4 mana to play our thing. So, to play the stomp side. I'm actually going to hold that because I would rather them... okay, interesting. Still going to get rid of that thing. Spellbinder has done its job. Killing Spellbinder has no relevance. Plus, we can sweep it away with a Chain Whirler later if we draw into one, so feel pretty good about that. Oh, they're not playing Collecting Company. I'm so dumb. They're playing Ancient Ziggurat. I should have thought about that. Name Stomp. Seems pretty good. Esper Sentinel also feels pretty good. No reason to attack here. Like, I guess we could have bluffed and attacked, but that feels pretty aggressive. Our opponent's probably in a spot where they'll throw something in front there just to try and stop us. I don't really blame them. Let me read this. Yep, we're going to kill this now. Auto pay. I don't want them to be able to play cards at the top of their library. And I was like, if he wants to trade his Meddling Mage for my Lava Runner, I'm happy with that exchange. General Kudrow. 479. I mean, it actually kind of makes sense to attack with everybody because you're at 11. You can't really die from here. I mean, I guess he is lethal in the air that way too, so it doesn't really matter. Fire it up so we can attack and block and then just die in the air. Okay. I mean, maybe with the knowledge of Spellbinder like being a card, maybe we're not supposed to attack there. Hope Pioneer comes to Arena soon. I haven't played it for like 6 months. It would be cool if Pioneer came to Arena. I highly doubt it will, but that would be pretty cool if it did. I would enjoy that. I think we're just gonna run it back. I don't really see a reason to change anything. I think the Chain Whirler is... I'm going to keep it because of the Chain Whirler. I don't like the Ramunap Ruins, and I don't like the fact that we don't have a removal spell. I also don't like the fact that we have 2 Hazarets. So I'm basically sitting here saying that Goblin Chain Whirler better carry its freaking weight this game. Now, to be fair, it does a lot, so it's not going to matter if we don't draw a 3rd land. Please let us draw a land. We're just going to attack and hold up play with fire here. Yeah, I'm willing to take 1. I don't really understand that one, but maybe I guess they thought the 1 point was worth it there. Which, I mean, considering they have like a pretty solid idea, I'm going to kill it. Well, missing our 3rd land. It's been kind of tough, but well, this is going to work out pretty well. We get to stomp this, and then we get to Lava Coil that next turn. Auto pay, yep. At least we're attacking him for 4 now, so we're putting on more of a clock now. I don't know what Outlast does. Okay. I mean, nothing I can do about that. They're playing Fight as one in their weird little in their deck here. Can't really say I understand that one, but who am I to take that away from you? Probably named Bone Crusher Giant here, if I had to guess. I haven't seen our hands, so I don't know what we're working with. So, I mean, it seems unlikely that they name Hazoret or Chain Whirler in the blind, but all right, that's really interesting in my opinion. Question is, if we draw a land, what are we playing? Just gonna run it out there. Still see no reason to attack. We're only up 3 on the life total race. Put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. You gain 1 life for each creature you control. What the hell? Why do they have flying? Oh, because each creature you control with a 1/1 counter on it has flying. I'm thinking, Arena. Calm down. Alright. Okay, bet. So it loses flying. Okay. Alright, so we just basically have to get through this turn, and then I think we have it. I mean, it's fair. Like, they're forcing us to block. They're just dead here. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I guess it seemed like an okay attack because we're forced to block. But, like, they're trading their Meddling Mage and their Pack Leader for a Soulscar Mage. It's a terrible attack. Unless they have, like, this, like, insane combat trick in their hand. So they don't have a combat trick in their hand, so they're just, like, Unless they have a follow-up play here, they're just dead. Okay. Yeah, that was a weird attack. I won't lie. I don't know what, like maybe they wanted to draw a card. I don't really know what our opponent was thinking there. All right, that puts us into gold 1. I'd kind of like to get to plat tonight before I stop playing here, but that does make us 3-0 for the night. So, all right. Deck's playing and functioning pretty well. Okay, I like this hand. Wish we weren't on the draw, but I do like this hand nonetheless. Pinquin 797. Is this blue-white control? Feels like blue-white control. Let's get in there for 3. Maybe it's just Jeskai control. Hollowed Fountain Island makes me think it's blue-white control, though. Also feels like Wrath of God incoming next turn, but we're punching in here. When I say Wrath of God, I mean some Wrath of God effect. I don't mean literal Wrath of God. Oh, it's a cycling thing. Okay. Our opponent's at 10. We have 7 points in our hand and 2 chain whirlers. So, I mean, it feels like we have the tools to win this game. It feels like we just need to...
If you show remorse, no time for a break.
Feels like we just need to get to where we want to be here. Hopefully there's no, like, censor veto or something here.
Going to win this.
There's not? Okay. No.
We need to move quickly.
Well, it feels like we might have lost this first game here. This is what we're playing. Like, this is a good matchup for Lightning Mare and for... a Whirly Vortex. Counterspell, we probably concede here. Might be a little early to concede in this spot, but I'm definitely going to concede. Alright. They're going to go up to 6 cards in their hand next turn, like with a Deluge at the ready, and I just don't feel like messing with that. Let's try it like that. Not played against blue-white control with this deck. I look at it, and my first thought is that we'd have a pretty decent matchup, but... But I've been wrong before. Alright, our opponent's taking a really long time to sideboard here, or I don't know what's going on. Good lord. Here we go. Play first. Mulligan. Keep. Put a mountain back. Kind of wish we had a one drop here to really start applying the pressure early, but in matchups like this, it's not always about applying a ton of pressure early. I mean, don't get me wrong. There are a lot of times when it definitely can be, but it's not always about that. Hazoret really gives us the ability to grind if we need it to, pitching cards every turn. Well, I'm off to play some games, but I'll catch the VOD later. Hey, thanks for coming by and hanging out, man. I appreciate it. We'll be playing more Pioneer later in the week, so probably stream your list, man. But have a good night, though, buddy. Okay. I like to draw a thread here, a chain wheeler or something. I'm normally not a big fan of just slamming Bone Crusher on 3, but I think the thought of having Bone Crusher down as a threat to force them to deal with it, looking forward to it. Sounds good, man. Forcing them to deal with Bone Crusher so that we can try to resolve our Hazoret is very important. Alright, so I'm glad I didn't play the Den of the Bugbear first. And they could have another Silhouette here to deal with it, or a cast out or anything. Like, it's not like they have nothing that can deal with this. Alright, how many cards? Oh, just one, okay. Alright, so we're going to put our opponent to 8 here. Our opponent's in the tank here. It's a pretty good option. They probably put both the guys in front of the den, if I had to guess. Like, which is fine. They're still taking 6. It's half their life total. And we do have another one. Having another Den of the Bugbear is pretty sweet. This Torrential Gearhulk. It's what it feels like, but I don't know what they're snapping back. Has to be an instant, I think, right? Like, they can't snap back Sunset Railway. No, okay. Don't really know what it means that it perpetually gets perpetual power and toughness changes. Okay, I still don't really know what that means, but alright. Oh, Lord. Whew, my back just might have broke in that moment. I'm gonna make them attack here. Like if it's cellular wreckage, it's a blowout. It's a good card to discard, but I don't know what he's gonna do here. Okay. So I don't know what our opponent's gonna do. Yeah, Rolling Vortex or Lightning Mare would have been awesome there, so. The fact that Lightning Mare can't be countered and can't be blocked by blue creatures is pretty sweet because it allows us to play around Shark Typhoon. Now, it doesn't allow us to play around that little white life linking guy, unfortunately, but I think sometime this week I might try and play a Cavalcade of Calamity. I don't really know if it's any good in Historic, but I do really like the deck, the idea. I wonder if it's any good in Pioneer. Hmm. Might try and play Cavalcade of Calamity and Pioneer. That sounds kind of fun, honestly. If they tap out for search here, I'll slam the Vortex. If they don't, we'll probably just play the Pyromancer here and see what they do. We're kind of playing into a censor here, but Essence Scatter is also fine, I suppose. Portable Hole. Run out the Vortex. Play Lava Runner, say go. This feels like one of those games where as long as we play carefully, we're fine. Now, 2-2 Shark Typhoon here would be tough. I mean, not much we could do about that. Okay. Okay. Run out of Hazoret. Intertesting. Seal away. Maybe they'd rather just have the 2 points here. Probably should have just activated the rolling vortex. Shark Typhoon's going to be really good, but we need to try and get as much in as we can here. Hopeful and hope that Vortex can kind of try and carry us over the finish line here. I mean, you're taking quite a bit here. Oh, wow, it's actually just lethal. Ha ha! Ha 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 ha! Calculated. I had no idea, but calculated. Alright, well, I'm not gonna lie. I've been playing this mono red deck in historic. I played this deck for like 2 hours the other night when I played, and I never lost a game. And now we're 4-0. Now, granted, I know that like the 10 games isn't a huge sample size, but it feels pretty good. So I mean, I don't know. It feels pretty good though. Um, all right.